What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the show. Got a whole bunch of stuff going on. We had some LIV, some PGA Tour, some double par Empire stuff going on. It was fun. Let's talk.
Did you French on us? Did you say le talk?
Le talk. Let's talk about the leg golf.
Le talk away.
So let's get right into LIV. Yes, Theo agrees that was not good.
I tried to watch it again. I tried
Joe, you're on mute.
So let me start.
I know. I'm trying to find.
LIV. So I told myself, okay, I'm gonna give LIV a chance. Let's watch it. I probably watched it for 30 minutes, maybe an hour on Friday. I cannot stand watching it.
It's bad.
It's very tough to watch.
And that course is one of my favorites because I played it.
Yeah,
but I had no interest in seeing it. It's just not the same.
I don't know. I thought Faraday. I said this in a text message to I think Dan, Eldan. I think they told Faraday, "Hey, you're not funny enough. Really crank it up." And so he was like searching for humor instead of it just being off the cuff and natural. He was like trying to find jokes to say stuff. And some of the shit he said, I was like, "What are you talking? That's not Faraday."
Yeah, it was really forced.
That's fair to F. I mean, gosh, it was bad. Really bad. And then the music and
it's starting to like not the music I think is okay. I mean, I don't really like the music they're playing, but
I mean, I
I'm
don't
okay with
mind
the music. It's more the coverage. It's just I mean, there was some good golf shots and it was nice. You know, I wanted to watch DJ and see if Brooks was really into it and that kind of stuff, but the coverage, I could probably watch it on mute.
Yeah,
and be happier.
I tried to watch it. I couldn't. I just couldn't get into it, and it's just not that entertaining. And I almost texted you guys this the other night, and it's like Bryson's on a team called the Crushers, and he's with Charles Howell III, right? And Paul Casey and Lahiri.
Yeah.
Bryson's the only crusher of a golf ball on that team. It doesn't make any sense.
No. Well, how many range goats do you think are on the range goats?
I mean, I would agree that maybe Bubba is a range goat because that's where he honed his craft. He's self-taught. So
yeah.
But yeah, it's the logo's good, but the name's trash.
Oh, it's so bad.
They did get some new players though. Obviously Mito Pereira did make the jump, which we all saw coming.
Yeah.
Sebastian Munoz, and there was 4 other players?
Thomas Peters.
And there was 3 others, and I can't remember any of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I heard they were not taking any more. 2023 is locked down. There's no other. We'll see.
I'm telling you, I don't know who. I think Cyrus said it. If Monahan comes out and says, "Okay, we realize we were not meeting the expectations of our players with all the events, and the money wasn't where it could have been. You guys helped us create a more dynamic PGA Tour with these elevated designated events. You want to come back? Okay, let's talk." And I think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously think there's going to be some interesting things that happen in the coming year, year and a half, 2 years. But because LIV golf is not very exciting. I'm sorry, it's not. I mean, it's golf but louder, but it's louder than what? Like it's garbage. I couldn't get into it. Like I want to like it. I really do. I would love to like it, but
I mean, it's golf. I watch it because it's golf.
Yeah,
and it's players that I know. It's like, but man, so I downloaded the app and I thought it was funny that they touted that it was the number 5 app in the world for sports. It's like, well, yeah, because it's brand new and you have a whole bunch of people downloading it because everybody in the world already has ESPN and DraftKings. So there's
Right.
no downloads of that going
Yeah.
on right now. So
Yeah.
calm down with the hype a little bit there. So I watched it on the app and it was just like the YouTube coverage last year. Same basic thing. Is what it was. But then the CW came around and I said, okay, I got to tune into it, and I got more out of the previews for the shows that are on the CW than I did for the golf. It was insane how many commercials they were running. And, all the LIV fanboys from last year, no commercials is great. YouTube is awesome. I can just watch 5 hours of continuous coverage. This is amazing. Crickets from those people. The CW coverage was lackluster. It was nothing. I mean, don't blink, another commercial for Batman. Don't blink, Superman is coming back.
Yeah, I love that like I don't know if you would call it a meme, but there was a screenshot of like 2 girls kissing and people were saying like, "Oh, I'm so glad I tuned in to live at Mayakoba," It was like 2 girls kissing in Mexico. Whatever. Who cares? But I
Yeah.
think I really do think they screwed up with the YouTube thing. Like they
I
had
do
a good
too.
thing going with the YouTube thing. Like they probably weren't making any money with it, but they should have left it on YouTube and then jumped to CW for those 2 hours or whatever.
Yeah.
But congrats to the Crushers. Bryce and DeChambeau crushing it.
I don't even know who won. Who I know. Well, Chucky 36
Okay,
won, right?
Brooks. Okay, Brooks.
No. I'm talking about the team thing. I know Charles Howell won because I was looking at he's 16 under, and it was like 14 under, then 10, and then like Bryson and Cam and all those guys finished like 1-2 under. I was
Charles Howell looks so excited when he won that.
like, $4 million. I mean, he hasn't
Yeah.
sniffed that money, and well, he's made a lot of money on tour because he's been around forever. But do you think Charles Howell III is 16 strokes better than DJ and Brooks and all those guys?
He just had his week.
We had 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days.
Yeah, golf is any given 4 days. It's not any given Sunday, it's any given 4 days.
Yeah.
So
Well, the thing about the PGA Tour is you got to have 2 days first.
Yeah.
To get the other 2 days.
It's I'm so excited for the Masters though. Just like it's gonna be so good, so good.
It's gonna be really good.
Yeah,
It's
I
gonna
watched.
be a really good Masters.
I had PGA going and LIV at the same time when I was watching it, and this I watched quite a bit of this the Honda Classic, and we'll get into that. But for me, the drama and the stories and everything like that, it's
You can't. I mean,
night and day. It's
the
totally
Monday qualifier making the cut,
making almost 500 grand, and
yeah.
then the 34-year-old rookie pro on the PGA Tour taking
Goes
it to
to
the
a
playoff. That
playoff.
was unbelievable.
Chris Kirk hasn't won in 8 years or 7 years, and he's gone with his sobriety. His sobriety, and I mean, it's the storylines like that for me make the PGA Tour such a great product.
Maybe LIV would get to that eventually. I mean, after several years, they may have their own little legacies being built, but I think that's what's missing from LIV is it's just money.
Yeah.
There's no stories. I mean,
Nah.
and that's what tugs at the heartstrings. It like creates a connection is the stories. It's the backgrounds. You're rooting for someone. It's the true linkswear player that you should probably wear true on your feet all the time, work, play, golf,
nice
whatever
point.
it is. And it's, I was so close to putting money on Chris Kirk this past weekend and I didn't do it. But, I wanted him to win because his hiatus in winning and he's a true player. So, and then Zach, the newcomer to the VGN, he had money on Eric Cole to win. He put $2 on him, $250 win if he would have won. Like it's super cool. There, those storylines just don't exist in LIV, and maybe they will come, but they're not there yet.
Well, I look at the XFL, right? It's making another return, and Vegas has a team, unbelievable. They play at Cashman Field, but everybody said when the XFL originally came back, way back in the day, not the second version, the original one, where Vegas had the Outlaws and He Hate Me, and Vince McMahon brought a ton of hype and a ton of excitement. And we went to the games out here, and it was a lot of fun. And everybody said it'll never make it. It doesn't have the star players. And I think LIV has kind of gone, "Hey, we have the star players. Watch us make it." But I don't think if there was NFL caliber players on the Vegas Vipers, there's not more than the 1,500 people that were there on Saturday to watch it, because there's no connection to the community. It's a brand new
it's not
team.
the same. It's just
It's not the same as the NFL, and you're not going to pack 70,000 people into a stadium to watch something that nobody is familiar with. And LIV, unfortunately for them, that's a hurdle they're going to have to climb, because their fans right now are golf geeks like us that want to watch golf. They're not. It's not appealing to the average sports fan.
We're Nish and Chris, two very amateur golfers, on a quest to play the top 100 courses in the UK and Ireland, after Chris set this challenge on a drunken Saturday night in my kitchen. Join us on our frequently humorous journey of a lifetime as we grapple with the logistical and financial challenge of playing some of the best courses in the world, as well as grappling with our games, because let's face it, it's never just about playing. Sometimes the score matters too. Listen to the Top 110 Golf Podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah, they need to find some sort of broadcasting like key. They need to find that, because everybody in golf always complains about the broadcast, and if they could find that key, whatever it is, like you complain about CBS Sports, which they're doing a much better job nowadays.
So much better.
But if they can find the key to broadcast golf, like that would unlock it.
It would help.
But
it would help.
It's pretty fucking boring right now.
It's really bad.
It's really boring.
And the road show now goes to Tucson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting though. Like Waste Management gets a good crowd. So
yeah,
it's going to be interesting to see how many people get out there.
And
I know that, but it's going to be interesting to see how many people go out there. And they're comparing. They are literally going to the same place where the biggest crowd gets involved on the PGA Tour, and they're like somewhat directly competing with that, and they might screw themselves.
If they expect any kind of Phoenix crowd turnout in Tucson, they're sadly mistaken.
It's not going to happen, but if they get some sort of like crazy moments where that area gets involved with it, it could be a turning point for them, but I doubt it's going to happen.
Tucson had the WGC match play and fucked it up. Right.
Yeah.
So much, in fact, they said we're leaving to go to Austin because nobody wants to come here and play golf here. And Dove Mountain is an amazing golf course, but it's not a great match play golf course.
I think Dell probably had something to do with that too, being in Austin.
Maybe
they were like, "We're going to take this over, but you're moving here."
Yeah, that happened.
But, Dove Mountain was incredible. That was a fun tournament to watch because the course was amazing. And there was some good match. I mean, I remember like Hunter Mahan back in the day watching
his
him
run.
And
even
Tiger when he destroyed Stephen Ames, and that was there, right? I'm pretty sure that was.
Your stat guy. You're gonna have to check that out.
I think that was.
I don't remember.
I mean, that was.
I think the Tucson tournament, they are like literally directly competing with Waste Management, and they better show up or they're going to be looking like some dummies. which it's not going to happen.
I'll bet on the later on that.
Oh, for sure, 100%. Like it's not going to happen.
Okay, let's talk a
But they
little.
might pay people on the streets to like, hey, I'll give you $10 if you show up.
You
Drink tickets if you come to the LIV Golf in Tucson.
Discount on Greg Norman wine and a
or
free
a discount
Greg
on
Norman towel.
shark gear in any pro shop
Yes.
across the country.
If you can find a facility carrying the shark apparel, we'll give you a discount.
Yeah. Well,
For
they're
coming
already
out.
discounted.
Yeah, so much so. Woo.
Every shark gear I've seen in a pro shop or in a store or wherever it is, it's already clearance.
Yeah. I mean, I think Cyrus cleaned out TPC Summerlin.
Yeah, probably.
Did you hear Faraday say that Greg Norman was like the most recognizable athlete in the world?
No.
What?
Yeah. I think that's right before I turned it off.
I mean, don't get me wrong, he is very recognizable.
For sure. But I'm like,
but I think his third leg beach photo has more to do with that than him.
I think that's probably what he was referring to.
Oh, good heavens.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah, Faraday. I love that guy, man, but
yeah,
I lost a little respect for him because he doesn't need to try that hard.
I have more respect for Faraday than the golfers because that dude is cashed out. Like, how long do announcers last?
Well, if you're Johnny Miller, 30 years.
Yeah,
Johnny Miller. Like, those are the two, man. Like, if I was an announcer, 100% cash out, guaranteed. Like, there's no legacy in that.
I don't blame any of them for going for the money. Go for it.
At least in a golfer, there's like legacy, though.
That's true.
In an announcer, you're not going to be Jim Nance.
Has a legacy, and Jim Nance has a legacy.
Jim Nance definitely has a legacy, but
Faraday's I always loved watching Faraday when I was a kid.
I love Faraday.
I can guarantee you that when he started doing CBS and getting his face on TV, people that didn't know his background or where he was from were like, "Who is this guy? Why is he talking to me right now?"
Well, Faraday could have been the new Jim Nance.
Dude, and Gary McCord, man. Gary McCord and Faraday were like the best
they were amazing.
Ever.
Oh, they were so good. So good. Yeah. All right. So let's talk a little Honda. Since Jeremy, you said you watched a lot of this.
I did.
What overall?
Mostly I wanted to see like why this course is so hard at 5-iron on TrackMan.
God damn, it's hard.
It is ridiculously hard.
But
hard. Now I understand because I mean 15 of the 18 holes have water. The wind is blowing, cross winds, which it was very mild this week. Apparently it was like one of the least windy weekends they've ever had in this tournament. But damn, the storylines, it was incredible. I do have to say one thing. The shoes that Eric Cole was wearing, I've never seen a PGA Tour player wear the FootJoy sneaker shoes. I thought those were just for old guys.
Yeah, that's for the Champions Tour.
So that threw me off a little bit, but I'm sure those are going to, sell out now on footjoy.com. But that course is incredible. I mean, there were some rough areas, but it's been hot there. Wow. I loved watching it. I think I stayed up till like 3 a.m. watching the final round last night because I couldn't stop watching it.
It's a shot maker's golf course. You know, and the elements make you create shots. Just from, we'll get into Desert Pines here in a little bit, but there's a lot of tee shots at Desert Pines where you have to avoid the water and you have to, get your ball in a certain area to avoid, otherwise your approach, you're in trouble, and so having that on every hole pretty much shows you how good those guys are to shoot those scores at that place. Nah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And Honda's bye-bye. No more Honda Classic.
Yeah, that's
new sponsor coming in.
Will come in. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So do you think these, because that seems to be the consensus online with everybody, is that the designated elevated events are killing the fields for these other tournaments?
I think the top players in the PGA Tour are probably not going to show up. I think they have to play in 3 non-designated events. That's the requirement. But the thing is that I'm now realizing after watching it was all the dudes that are coming in from Monday qualifiers, from getting out of Korn Ferry to make it into those designated events. That's what these tournaments are for.
Exactly.
And so the drama is there. It's crazy. I loved it.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea. I'm sure it's going to take some tweaking, and they'll find a sweet spot for all these, for to make sponsors happy and stuff. But right now, it's the farm to get the best players to play in the designated events.
Yeah. And if you're just outside that guaranteed spot, this tournament is important to help your world ranking, to help your your purse, your status. I think you're going to see a lot more consistency over the season with those events. You're going to have the guys that play in a lot of those that are going to be in the playoffs. And now with the reduced number of players in the playoffs, it's even more important. You need to play as much as you can because you're not in however many of these events they have.
Yeah. I think it's good. I think it's good to let these guys shine and give them a field that's not super strong, just to see who comes out on top. Like I think a couple of these every year are totally necessary, just to let them rise to the occasion and try and get a win or get a spot that allows them into something else. But the Seminole pro member does not help it. Does not help the field on this, right?
No.
Because it's right before Bay Hill, which is a designated event, which is most players are going to play that because it's AP, it's and it's on a Monday, and these guys probably, I would love to get into the minds of these like members or go to this tournament or just see what the interactions are, just to see what Seminole is like.
You imagine the amount of money that's exchanging hands.
Oh, totally. Like how cool is that shit? Like, I would love to have someone on the ground with a camera, like asking questions on the pro member at Seminole. Like, we need that shit. Like, who's out there? Get the content to us, because
the tee sheet for that was incredible.
It was insane.
This is unreal.
Insane. And it's like it's not a PGA Tour event. It's a pro member. And it's Justin Thomas, it's Tom Brady, John Rahm is out there. Like, everybody you could think of. Yeah, everybody could think of is out there for the most part. Like do these members like pay these pros? Like, I just want to know how it works. And I would love someone to let us know how it works, or divulge into how that goes down.
There you go. Great project for us. Find somebody that can talk to us about the Seminole pro member.
Well, Plummer's played Seminole.
That's
you
true.
Might know someone out there that can break it down. Plummer, if you're done selling real estate, like, let us know. Jump on the pod. Hook us up.
So with Bay Hill, we'll do a little trivia for you guys. See if you can nail this. So 43 of the top 50 are playing this week at Bay Hill. So the other 7 that are in the top 50 that are not here, can you name them?
Cam Smith.
This might be a Jeremy question.
I want to say DJ, but I wonder if he dropped out of the top 50.
Yeah, he is not in the top 50.
Tiger. The Tiger's not in top 50.
No.
Which is gonna be weird to not. I mean, I don't think he played there.
Well, he could have played if he wanted.
He could
he's a
have,
past champion.
That's just like a
Ryan
shared.
Ryan Palmer.
Ooh.
That was a good guess.
Are you really? You guys can only get one?
Joaquin.
Oh, sorry. Wait, that's a winner.
Yep.
The Joaquin Naman. Who? What'd you say?
Mito.
Yep.
Thomas Peters.
Yeah.
All these fresh ones that haven't dropped yet.
Sebastian
Let's see who
Munoz?
else we got.
No Munoz. All right, so you got the number 5 with Cam Smith, player in the world. Joaquin Niemann, 23. Thomas Peters, 37. Mito Pereira, 48. So you have
what? 2 more?
27, 44, and 49.
The entire Range Goats team.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Abe Answer, 27. Taylor Gooch is still hanging in there at 44. And HV3, number 49. All LIV players. Everybody else that is in the top 50, the other 43 players are all PGA Tour guys or DP World Tour. I don't.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a good week,
dude. Yeah, it is.
We got some drama coming up.
Oh, good stuff. I mean,
because Players is right after that.
Yep,
Players, and then
we got Masters like a month after that.
We got Sergio drama with Rory. We got Nick Faldo drama with Sergio. We got.
Oh wait, I didn't hear that.
It's a buffet of drama.
What happened with Faldo and Sergio?
Faldo said Sergio's the most immature players he's ever met.
After Sergio said,
after he said that about Rory.
Yeah. Immature.
I thought it was funny. Somebody posted Sergio's comment, and then they showed him smacking around the bunker.
In the bunker.
Yeah.
People get caught in the moment, and they just say shit, just like all of us. But for him, unfortunately, it's like publicized.
So, of the guys that left the PGA Tour, that went to LIV, that could have been playing in this event, how much do you think they're like, fuck, there's a lot of money now on the line there. I have to go to Tucson.
I'm sure it crosses their mind, like some of them, but most of them probably don't care.
Hold on. So are they playing LIV this weekend at the same time Bay Hill's going down?
No, I think it's the middle of March, isn't it?
I thought it was this weekend.
Was it?
Oh,
I might have skipped the tournament when I looked at it.
How does that? I mean, if that's the case, like, how does that work with like Cam Smith missing out on the team event? And...
Oh, you know what? It is March 17th.
I would say they wouldn't do that.
My bad.
They wouldn't let that happen.
With what?
They wouldn't compete with the Arnold Palmer.
Cam Smith, the best player on his team, 100%. Like, he can't miss Tucson.
No, but I mean, he wouldn't be at Bay Hill anyway. So
that's true. They would not allow him to be at Bay Hill if there was a tournament going on for LIV.
And he can't play it. He's not going to get invited to the Players either.
Was there any LIV players at the Seminole?
No, I didn't see any.
Ooh, that's a good question.
I didn't even look when I checked, but I doubt.
Yeah, it's the 17th through the 19th. So
every single one of those guys were invited. They're not going to send invitations to LIV players, I don't think.
Not with all those other guys that are there.
Yeah, unless there's a member that's like real big into Saudi oil or something.
I'm
sure most of them are.
Most of them have it probably in their portfolio.
Yeah, 100%.
So also all 13 winners so far this wraparound season are going to be at Bay Hill, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, Bay Hill's always a good one. It's always a fun one to watch.
Oh, the course is gorgeous.
Classic.
Gorgeous. We don't have to see Bryson doing this after trying to cover the, 350.
That was a good moment, though.
It was
impressive as hell.
It was a great moment. I loved it.
Speaking of Bryson, him saying, did you guys see he was talking about how he regrets trying to gain so much speed and bulking up, and said he ate really weird and didn't feel good most of the time and stuff like that.
No.
He sort of regrets chasing that
girth and speed.
Yeah.
I mean, he did put on a lot of freaking weight.
Yeah, he's looking like old Bryson now.
Except he's
skinnier.
Yeah, because he's got money. I mean,
but he's a crusher still, so
he doesn't have to.
Adidas pulling the plug on some people.
Yeah.
With Sergio and DJ. and then Cobra ending their relationship with Bryson as well as Puma. So he was playing a stealth with the Project X shaft. DJ was still wearing Adidas shoes, but it sure looked like he went into the back room at the Mayakoba Pro Shop and was like, you got anything for me? Because
clearance rack.
Oh my. It's gonna be interesting. So did you see, I'll have to forward it to you guys. Somebody on Twitter put out all the stipulations that the LIV players have to abide by that came out from the court hearings.
Okay.
And they are required by LIV to wear team logoed apparel when they play in tournaments that are not LIV tournaments.
Yeah.
And so you've seen a lot of the guys, they were all, wearing their logoed stuff.
Patrick Reed's all about that shit, though.
Well, him. I mean, God, he would drive in a LIV bus if they'd let it on the property. But
well, let's see what happens at Augusta. I mean,
that's what I'm
champion.
saying. That's what I'm saying. What is?
He's gonna have a LIV patch on the green jacket.
Can you see DJ walking around in a 4 Aces polo at Augusta?
I think we could see it. I don't know if Augusta would do anything about that. I mean, they're already letting them play.
Yeah.
But did they say, hey, you guys can play, but?
Well, we don't know that far into it, but.
And then if Augusta says, no, you can't wear your apparel, do they go, okay, well, then I can't play because my contract with Saudi says I have to?
Yeah, but then I think Augusta would be like, sorry. Okay. I don't know.
I don't think Augusta would do that, though, because there's a lot of members that are invested in Saudi oil 100%. Like
that can't be the argument.
Well, I was more about
let them play,
saying LIV golf on it than it being from. Everybody knows it's from Saudi. I don't care about that.
Anybody that's a champion from Augusta, like DJ, Reed, Bubba, they're gonna get to do whatever they want. If it's in their contract to wear the logo, they're gonna wear the logo. If it's in their contract. If it's not, then
it apparently is in their contract.
If you have a jacket from Augusta, you're going to be able to do what you want to do because that's the rules. Like you're allowed to play in the Masters if you've won for eternity or for your lifetime. So Augusta will not go back on that.
What about
because it is a?
But do you remember the Dream
tradition
Team?
Like any other?
Do you remember the Dream Team? It was all Reebok and MJ and Barkley and all the Nike guys covered up all the Reebok logos when they were on TV because they, didn't want that on their. It's
but at this point, they've already invited him back, and they said that they're allowed to play. Like they're not going to go back on anything else if
unless they did. Who knows if they?
They've already worked that out, probably, if that's the case.
I wonder if it's the field has already been determined and it's out there. Stack Guy, get on that.
I received my invitation earlier today.
Oh, did you? What a guy!
They saw me shoot 85 at Desert Pines, and they were like, well, "We would like to
need that
welcome
guy. We need someone to replace the member."
You know what? That was an 85, but it was a soulful 85.
Mm-hmm.
We need that. We need that.
That's exactly what the letter said.
All right. Great segue, because that was what was up next, talking about Desert Pines. We'll get to the odds and our picks for Puerto Rico and Bay Hill later on. DP, Joe, know you're a fanboy. Let's not weigh this weekend's round there on the fact there was an hour and 45-minute non-frost delay.
The longest frost delay I have ever had.
The longest non-frost delay.
Yeah. The longest dew on grass delay I've ever
had. So aside from that, because this is the first time both of us have played it with their new greens.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts?
I thought it was good. I was excited to see that their greens weren't as soft as they normally are. Like
They weren't at all.
Of course, I like soft greens because you can just fire at a pin and just it'll stick. But I think they did a good job changing the greens out and making them a little firmer. I enjoyed it. I like Desert Pines, unlike you, but it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I made that. I cannot wait to never come back here, post on Instagram, and I don't know why it got more views than any story I've done in the last year and a half. Which is Eric and I were talking about that. Like, why did all of a sudden everybody see that one, but nobody saw the one earlier? You know, it's Instagram. Fucking weird.
Social media loves controversy.
Oh man. But yeah, I just don't have a love for the place. I can't pin it down to one thing. I don't even like arriving there. It feels like you're pulling into a prison, with the giant gate and the no direction, and you don't know where the hell to go, and then the parking lot is caged in for your protection. I don't know. It just it doesn't feel good.
This guy's from Henderson. This guy's from Madera Canyon, Anthem, 85052. Like this guy.
Hey,
like we need custom fucking bottle openers, and we need water in our carts. We need teas in the cart.
I don't care about any of that.
Yeah,
I bring teas with me. I don't need tea. They don't need to supply me with teas. No, I will give a little bit of love to the range attendant that was inside. Dude was on it.
He handed
was
you
awesome.
a bunch of rocks. This guy's complaining about fucking range balls that are rocks like 3 days before he even hits one.
Now, these guys,
rocks when I went there.
They are horrible golf balls to hit.
But the thing is,
didn't bring my driver because there's no way I'm hitting my driver with that.
It almost feels like the sound is what makes you think they're rocks, because the
way the building is
when you hit it in there.
I believe that. I do believe that because they're pinnacles. I mean, the pinnacles are a range ball that you hit at other places. Like they're not ordering extra hard pinnacle balls.
I think they're not even ordering a two-piece. I think it's just a solid golf ball.
Because it's like hitting a pinnacle at Topgolf, because that's the layout there. And it's probably the echo. Jeremy's probably right on that one.
Well, you know, sound does dictate feel. So
I hit a 3-iron there that was the most unbelievably sounding 3-iron I've ever hit, and it's on video. And so I think that's what it is.
It very well could be.
Your brain gets confused when it hears that.
I think you're correct, Jeremy. I really do.
It 100% could be.
Was there a lot of geese?
Yes, but not nearly as much as there used to be.
Yeah, not as much as used to be.
I mean, the 18th fairway used to be just covered with the gooses. No, not as bad. Not as bad. I don't mind the layout of the golf course. I think the layout of the golf course is a fun layout. I just think if they were to pick that up and put it anywhere else, it might have a better feel. But I don't know. I'm just not a fan.
You're just a hater. I think
I'm allowed to be a hater.
That's true. You are, and you're allowed to be a lover of Concord too. I think that. I think Desert Pines is probably might be the best it's played right now. Like,
hell no, dude. The fairways were shit. It was patchy. There was fucking divots everywhere. None of the grass.
We're playing in February.
I understand that, but you can't say it's the best conditions when I've played that when it's lush and beautiful.
The greens.
Oh,
the greens are probably the best it's ever played.
So I got two questions about
the greens are good.
Yeah. I have two questions about the course. One, did the homeless guy throw your ball back over the fence over by the 215?
Nope, they're rebuilding the freeway, so there's no homeless over there.
That was so funny when we played there.
Yeah, that was funny.
That guy should have
next one
tried to sell that back to you instead.
The greens, are they like legit, real new greens, or what did they do?
And we were talking, Joe and I, because we walked over to the 18th or the 9th just to look at it because we had 2 hours to kill. just to see. And I mean, the undulations seem the same, right, Joe? Didn't you
Yeah,
agree with
I
that?
would
The
say so.
undulation,
Yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
it seems like they just reseeded with a different grass.
Hmm.
Yeah, it
Be-
seems like they like fix them and they let them heal and they reseeded them.
yeah, I don't
That's
know
what it seems like.
if they killed off the grass that was there so it wouldn't come back, and just put in the new Bermuda, and it's gonna, it's a hardy grass, so it's gonna thrive over that. But
Is
But
that
the
course
greens
still?
100% are the best I've
Um,
seen them because typically they used to be very furry, very soft.
very, very furry.
Yeah, and now I mean, they're not like rolled and like super fast. I mean, they're probably rolled at like a 9, maybe a 10 tops.
They were pretty fast. I mean, they were way faster than roads.
Yeah,
Way
and
faster than roads.
faster than I've ever seen them for sure, 100%,
Yeah.
which they are pretty undulating, so it's hard to get them really quick, but
Yeah. I mean, I struggled on the greens because I at roads I was short on everything, and I was long on everything yesterday. I mean, I left myself, 10-foot comebackers that were just had no business being that far past the hole.
yeah,
I think that you can
and the
attribute that to your putter change.
Nah, not really. I mean,
well, that's every week. That's every week,
I
so
have a really good feel with the Olsen putter. I don't think it was that. They were new to me. The greens were. I just never really dialed in the speed. And honestly, the looks that I had
they looked faster than they actually were.
yeah.
Hmm.
It was like I had a on 10, I think it was. I had just it was an uphill putt, maybe 20-25 feet. And oh no, this one was, I was pin high and it was just off to the right, so it was like a 12-footer coming back, and it was a little bit down the hill, and so go and I hit it at what I thought was the perfect distance, clearly, and I mean it rolled tw-
Clearly.
clearly 25 feet past the hole, and I was like, holy crap! And even Betterman was like, wow. And so we went, after we finished the hole, I went back and hit that putt again, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna baby it this time, and it still went 10 feet past the hole. So there was some that I was just in, bad spots to.
Well, there were some fucked up pins out there too.
Oh
There
my
was at least 2
god.
that I was like, this is not a pin that we should be playing to, but
Like the 3-degree slope rule was not in effect. It was the guy who should have been, scooping out the trash from the lake, got to put the pins in. And
he's like, play some pins. He's like, I hate this fucking course.
Well, when you're
Matt's
dodging bullets, it's hard to
Matt's
concentrate
counterpart.
on where you're putting the cups.
the pond on 18 next to the tee box, it just full of trash. And
Yeah, there's a lot of Jack in the Box, fucking curly
oh,
fried chili cheese curly fries
canes,
boxes in the lake,
and
and
there was so
yeah,
and Betterman was like,
that's the east
dude,
side, man.
the water is so clear you can see the trash all the way on the bottom. But it's like that, and that's one of the things that it's like disappointing. And I was telling him, I said, if they're charging people $160 out of town to come play that course now, and I mean, if I came to Vegas and Desert Pines was the only time I could get, and I pay
Ooh,
$160.
yeah.
What?
Speaking of, like, so I was leaving, right? And I didn't really talk to them that much, but I was leaving at like whatever 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which teeing off at 8:13. I should have been gone way earlier than that, but frost
Way
delay
earlier.
fucked us. But I was going to my car and I saw these 3 guys doing that airport shuffle, which I love the airport shuffle. We've done it a few times. You got your rental car, you're pulling out your bags, they're running late for the airplane. Like, they were obviously visitors. They were from Minnesota. I walked up to them. I said, "You guys doing the airport shuffle, huh, man? I love it. I love to see it." And they were like, "Yeah, man, we're running late for our flight." I was like, "Where you guys from?" They're like, "Minnesota." I was like, "Oh, cool. Welcome. Hope you guys enjoyed
Under
yourselves."
snow, so
Um, but yeah, there was some guys out there doing the airport shuffle Desert Pines, which I kind of feel bad for them in a way.
They clearly have not listened to the Vegas ranking episodes that we do every
Yeah,
year.
but who knows what they played before that? I didn't get to talk to them too much, and maybe that's the tea time that they found. But I love seeing airport shuffles in a golf club parking lot. Shout out you guys from Minnesota. Keep doing it. Wherever you're doing the airport shuffle.
I'm sure they were like, whoever told us to book this is no longer in the friends group.
Potentially, but they could have enjoyed it. They could have. Who knows? I didn't want to dive too deep because they were definitely running late for their airplane. So, but I was about to. I wanted to talk to them. I wanted to hand them stickers, and I wanted to say, listen to the podcast this next week because I'm gonna talk about y'all. But shout out those guys. Hopefully they hear this and listen. So if you were in Las Vegas this past weekend, you did the airport shuffle at Desert Pines, or you know someone that did, send the podcast to them because shout out those guys because
getting a little love.
Those are the real heroes.
Wow. Yeah, I'll go back to my. I can't wait to never go back there.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, man. Desert Pines is not the greatest course you're going to play in the world. But if you can't play golf anywhere else, I'd rather play golf at Desert Pines than not play it. And I'd probably rather play Desert Pines than Sunrise Vista or Eagle Crest or Desert Willow or it's not at the bottom. I mean, it's a die design course. It's tight.
PB die. Remember that.
Yeah, PB die. It's a die design. That's why I said die design. I didn't say P.
You said die designed course.
I said die design. Yeah. PB die is part of die design. But yeah, and for the most part, it's fairly cheap unless you're an out of towner. So, and you can probably get some good tacos on your way out.
Did that at best, that is a $45 golf course.
Before inflation.
At best.
Before inflation.
Well, I mean, nothing in Vegas is accurate as far as pricing goes.
Before inflation, yes. $45, $50.
What is it now? 75?
80 at the absolute max. And I probably wouldn't even want to do that, but
oh hell no.
65 after inflation.
We should do that in our rankings. Just like what's
our
inflation
numbers?
What's our cap? This is a.
I would play this golf course for no more than $75. Yeah, we'll do that.
AI after inflation.
After inflation. So coming in at number 25, this golf course.
Here's the thing.
Where none of us would pay more than $50 to play it.
Here's the thing. A bean and cheese burrito when I was growing up was $2 at Roberto's. Now it's $6. It's beans and cheese. And
Pro V1s used to be $40. They're now $55.
Yeah, that blows my mind. Well, yeah. Even the last generation, it was 46 or something like that, right? Mm-hmm. It went up $9.
Well, I shared all those prices with you guys on the new drivers. We can get into this. This is fun. Where did that go?
Well, the one that's really shocking is Cobra.
Yeah. So let's see. Where did I put those? Oop, that's too far. I was stunned at these. Okay, yeah. So the Aerojet LS, $549. Wow.
Used to be $449.
The Dynapower Carbon from Wilson, $500. Stealth 2 Plus driver, $629. The Paradigm Triple Diamond, $600.
Looks like shit.
Let's see, where's it? Oh yeah, the Mizuno STX Platinum 230 driver, $550. The Titleist TSR3, $599. So your big boys, Titleist $600, Callaway $600, TaylorMade $630. Wow. Wow.
630, and then you're gonna have a new one come out in 6 months. That's gonna be even more than that.
And you go trade it in, they'll go, we'll give you $100 for that.
Yeah. Last year they were at $550, something like that, right?
It's crazy.
Dude, that's what I paid for when I got fitted for my Titleist. TSI 3 with an upgrade, like a $300 upgraded shaft, was less than that. That's insane.
It's crazy.
And then I've even seen the upgrade shafts on the rack for $1,000.
Until golfers, present company included, go, enough is enough. I'm not paying that. They're going to continue to sell them. And golf courses, until people say, I'm not paying that to play your golf course, they're going to continue to do it.
Shout out all the tinkerers out there that buy shit every year.
You're my people. I love you. Well, you know what? There's somebody in this group that has something new that nobody else has. So I do not.
That's true.
Own the newest golf equipment in our group. Actually,
I got a Garson grip recently.
Well, that was a refurbished, used.
It was like stretched out.
I asked Joe. I said, "Hey, the Sportsnet updated their app, and I can log in with a Cox login now. Can I get your password? I'll trade you a used installed Garson grip."
I go over there to put it on my putter, and he's fucking stretching the shit out of it.
Well, just like, I had a brand new one. A brand new one.
Double tape on that one.
He didn't want the new one. He goes, "You got 5 right over here." I said, "Yeah, but they're a bitch to get off." "Oh, you're not doing nothing. Do it."
That's exactly what I said. Exaggerating the shit out of that one.
Well, I was doing what you do with me, so.
We're exaggerators. I get it. Okay, so Jeremy, obviously it's Jeremy who has the newest equipment.
Yeah, Jeremy? I did place an order.
Let's we got the
You need some sashimi with that one?
Oh, it's not planned. Anyways, that was the breaking news.
Yeah. I did order some new clubs. I don't know when they'll be here. It could be a week, it could be 2 weeks, it could be
might get stuck on a boat.
It could be 3 months. Who knows? But pretty soon I'll have a set of Miuras in my bag, which will be pretty sick.
Finally, after fucking 18 years of talking about it.
Dude, I had a long time ago, like 8 years ago, maybe. I had a friend that was obsessed with Miura. He had been obsessed for a while. It wasn't like he just wanted to be cool. Like, he was on the list to get the new stuff when it came out. So I hit Miura's back then, and he had the putters, and he had all this cool, rare Miura stuff. And I'm like, someday I'm going to have some Miuras because they feel ridiculous. And that day has come, and I enjoy my T100s, but I enjoy blades way more for various reasons, and we can talk about it or not. But I just love the look of a blade, and it makes me feel way more confident than what my T100s give me, which is super odd, but it is what it is.
So I hope they get here soon. But watch, they will show up just in time for the Conestoga event in the middle of the Mesquite Desert.
I'm gonna ceramic coat them. Something, but yeah, I'm excited about those.
So did you get the Miura zippered gold patch foiled head iron covers?
I did not, but I thought that would be funny, but I couldn't. That's too much money to spend on a joke that I would probably put on one time and then take them off and burn them.
I would not shame you for that, though. I would golf clap. You're protecting your investment. That's what the iron covered guys say.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, for me, I don't mind playing out of the desert. I mean, I hate it, but I'm the one that hit the ball there. It's on me. If I don't want to hit the ball out of the desert, don't hit the ball into the desert.
Yeah.
That's my goal, and I try to say that, but it doesn't always work that way. So Jeremy did not get the iron covers.
Good for you.
Yeah, but I did order a Miura tracksuit. So
nice.
So that'll be here.
You start practicing kung fu.
Got a custom license plate on order.
Ooh.
No,
What is it? What's the
I don't
Boy?
really,
I know.
but
I'm
I
just kidding.
could. Mira Boy.
Mira Boy.
Yeah, I'm excited though. I ordered the
Mira-san.
MB 101s. Probably the most beautiful blade, I would say. I mean, the Titleists look incredible and they're super minimalistic, and I really love the Titleist, but the Mira's just the feel, and you can tell it's just different. So,
Okay, Joe.
I mean, the new Mizuno JPX tours look pretty good to me.
Yeah,
but I have hit a Mira, and I would love to get some one day.
well, you're gonna hit mine, so
Yeah.
All right.
I've played Sweetens Cove with them.
Oh, there it is. I was waiting. I was on the clock. I'm like, he said Mira, he'd hit one. It's just a matter of time before he says it was at Sweetens Cove.
I've played the full course Sweetens Cove with Miras.
While Dan, Matt, and Bob sat idly by, staring at
watching from a hill.
Clouds.
They waited. Yeah, they waited for me the entire time. I played the entire course.
We're here for you,
I
Joe.
hit every shot.
You
I
go
played every
do
putt.
you.
Yeah.
You go do you. We're just gonna sit over here.
Yeah. Shut up, birdies and bourbon.
Do nothing.
I played the entire course by myself.
So I'll give you a birdies and bourbon update on the one and done. So Cal, because this is by dollars earned on the tour. Cal is sitting in the top spot with 5 million. Let's say 5.1. I am in second with 2.9. Joe is in third at 2.0. Jeremy is in fourth at 1.2. And Dan is pulling up the rear at 1.1. I did take the lead in the overall under. So I am 59 under. Joe is 52 under. Dan is 51 under, which is crazy considering how far behind on the dollars he is. Then Jeremy is at 35, and Cal, who's in first place, is the lowest at 30 under.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
John Rahm.
So yeah, John Rahm, totally. So I looked at our two best players, dollar wise, which is myself and Joe, and then Cal and Dan, and we're still down 1.1 million. They have a combined 6.2, and we are 5.0. So need to make up some ground.
Need to turn that around.
Well,
this is a good one to do it. Yeah, designated event. It's elevated purses.
Designated event. Designated purses.
Elevated purses.
Relegated.
Relegated players. Not in elevated events. They've been designated for assignment to Puerto Rico. See, that's how they could say it. That's a designated event for them. You've been designated to Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Well, Harry's playing in it, so.
Yeah, sure is. All right, so let's see where we at. Yeah, no news that Miles in the back of the bag. We don't have to worry about that. All right, I want to let's see if we can get the weather report here. Let's see if it comes up.
What's up, guys? Mac on Targ back again with your Chasing Daylight podcast. Things are looking good. Straight ahead of the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, both going to be partly cloudy. Wind is also going to cooperate. We'll have some wind gusts between 10 and 15 miles per hour, but it's the temperatures that are finally back in the 60s. Yes, the 60s. 61 degrees, the forecast high on your Saturday, and then by Sunday, we're going to be in the mid-60s. So if I was to pick a day, hey, you got to go Sunday. I mean, you're up to 65 degrees with partly cloudy skies. No rain in the forecast, and things are looking pretty good straight ahead of the weekend. Have a great rest of the week.
And, all right, Joe, you want to get into what do you want to start with? Puerto Rico, or do you want to start with Bay Hill?
We'll start with the Army.
The
Army Invitational. The Army Among Us. Arnold Palmer Invitational, Bay Hill, Orlando, Florida. Your favorite, no surprise here, John Rahm at 6.5 to 1. Rory McIlroy 9.5 to 1. Scotty Scheffler 10 to 1. Max Homa, Will Zalatoris 18 to 1. Morikawa 20 to 1. JT, Patrick Cantlay, Tyrrell Hatton 22 to 1. Xander Schauffele Tony Finau, Victor Hovland, 25-1. Man, I feel like I haven't seen these guys at the top at Bay Hill ever, but they're playing some good golf. Shane Lowry, 55-1. Heath Theegala, 55-1. Billy Horschel, 70-1. Russell Henley, 100-1.
Fun fact about Shane Lowry.
He's from Ireland?
He has played in 4 Arnold Palmers. He has never made the cut.
Interesting. So fade. We got a few at the bottom. I'm not going to name them all. So Charlie Hoffman, Peter Malnati, Patton Kizzire, Martin Laird, 350-1.
Martin Laird has played
Harrington,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Martin Laird has played in 12 Arnold Palmers.
And he's made every cut.
No. He has not. Actually, you know what? He has. Great. No. He missed in 2019. Almost, Joe.
He's missed every cut except one.
He's made every cut but one. And he won it back in 2011.
Impressive.
All right, Jeremy, here's a good trivia question for you. This was kind of shocking to me. How many times has Spieth played the Arnold Palmer?
4.
He has only played it once.
Is that correct?
What?
Yep. According to Data Golf, he is only.
I'm switching to Mira, so I'm more of an Abe Answer fan.
Oh, sorry. Well, he's not playing at all.
I wouldn't know that.
Yeah, Spieth played in 2021. That was his only time that it shows up on here.
Interesting.
That's Data Golf is wrong. Yeah. Ricky Fowler, he has played in quite a few. There's a lot of guys that I was surprised that have not played in this. You'd think that, with all the years Tiger was doing his run playing there, that it would be a good field, but maybe the guys were like, fuck it, Tiger's playing, I'm not. Justin Thomas has only played in 1.
It's going to be a good week. It's going to be interesting.
2015. Is that not a shock?
That is super weird.
I'm stunned.
I feel like a lot of these players have not played there very often. It's not like it's going to be fun. This is going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a lot of course history on these guys. I feel
Max Homa's played in the last 3.
Like, I don't think Xander played last year. I don't think Colin played last year.
Is Schauffele is he playing this?
Yeah, Schauffele's in it.
Where is he at?
I don't remember Tony Finau playing Bay Hill.
Oh, there he is. Finau has played 4 times, 15, 16, 17, and 20.
Yeah, he didn't play last year, so I was correct.
Schauffele, the only one he's played is 2020.
Exactly. He didn't play last year, so I'm correct.
But are you not surprised that he's only played it once?
No.
Yeah, I wonder if where it was in the schedule had something to do with it too, because this isn't where it used to be.
We're in a different world now. So it's designated events. You can only miss one, correct? Like according to PGA Tour, you can only miss one.
Yeah, but you would think that this would be one that the guys want to play in because it's Arnold Palmer, because it's
people don't. But people don't like playing in Florida. Some people don't like playing in Florida.
This is Patrick Cantley's first time playing here.
Dude, that's what's gonna make this that's what's gonna make this tournament so interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm like really, really excited for this one, because it's a lot of these players don't play here, don't like playing here for some reason.
Keegan Bradley hasn't missed it since 2012.
So are we taking Keegan Bradley?
No,
at all.
Not at all. All right, so Joe, you won the week with your. Who did you have last week? You had
Kramer Hickok.
Kramer Hickok
got that
at 100-1.
Got that advice from Tiger
and
Riviera.
So you get to pick first this week.
Shit. Now I'm trying to think. Who played here last year?
Who didn't? You were on that.
I did know that, but I don't know who played last year. Let's go Sung J M at 35 to 1. We'll steal Jeremy's pick.
M at 35 to 1. Lock it in with the cash register that's not working. All right. Ching.
Cash.
Okay, I came in. Let's see who. Billy Horschel. Where did I have
Like
it up
42nd or something like that.
Let's see.
Something depressing.
Yeah, he finished 42nd, and Bramlett finished 55th. So Jeremy, you get to go second.
Colin Morikawa.
Ooh,
20 to 1.
Did you know Tom Watson
Morikawa.
never won in Florida?
Wow.
He won over like 55 events, senior and regular PGA, never won in Florida.
Never in Florida. That's a hell of a great stat. Great
Thank
stats,
you.
that guy. What was his odds, Joe?
20 to 1.
20 to 1, no bonus. All right, so I'm going to do this real quick. Morikawa. He has played it twice, T64, T9, 2018 and 2020. Joe, you had Sungjae? Let's see, where is Mr. Eam at? He should be near the top, right? There he is. He has played it 4 times, T20, T21, third, and T3.
Ooh.
So 2019, 2020, he finished third, 21, and then 20th last year. All right, I am going with Cam Young. That is my pick this week.
How many times has Cam Young played there?
28 to 1.
28 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
He has played there one time,
maybe
I think.
once. Yeah, maybe once.
Yep, 22 is last year. Yeah, he finished 13th. That is my pick. I think he's fresh after taking a break after the Genesis flop.
He's fresh to duff a lot of shots.
Fresh.
Haven't played in a while. Let's just duff this one.
that was me. That was me at Desert Pines. Okay. Puerto Rico.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Completely forgot. Dropping the fucking.
Okay, Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. Favorite Nate Lashley at 14 to 1. Andrew Novak, Eric Van Rooyen, Akshay Bhatia 22 to 1. Brandon Harkins 28 to 1. Dylan Wu 30 to 1. Harry Higgs 35 to 1. Augusto Nunez 50 to 1. Kevin Roy 60 to 1. Sean O'Hare 65 to 1. Nick Watney 80 to 1. I'm going down to the bottom. This is too much people. Cameron Beckman 750 to 1.
Hey, $2 will win you a lot of money.
True that. Shout out Zach. He had Eric Cole this past weekend. Almost had it.
Hey, you want to go in reverse order, or you want to go the order we just did?
We can go in reverse or whatever.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. It's the
All
Puerto
right.
Rico.
So I'll go first. I'm gonna take Harry. I'm taking Harry. Harry Hall.
35 to 1.
35 to 1.
I would love to see Harry get a win this week.
Oh.
And it's the curse has been broken. Let's get Harry out there. Let's get the win.
Yep. All right, Jeremy, who are you taking for the Puerto Rico?
I'm gonna go with another local, Scott Piercy.
Oh, Mr. Piercy.
It's a local golfer weekend.
What are his odds, Joe?
I'm trying to find it.
Please tell me it's not in field other.
It might be field other. I don't see it.
Oh,
I don't see it. I don't see it.
So what? 7 to 1.
He is.
See if I can find him somewhere else.
Fields 28 to 1. Not a bad bet. No, I don't see it. I don't see Scott. So let's give Jeremy 28 to 1. Let's
Okay.
just do that. Yeah.
28 to 1.
Thanks, guys.
No
You're
problem.
welcome.
Joe.
You know, I'm gonna go with the other Harry, the unbuttoned polo himself, Mr. Harry Higgs.
Ocean Spray.
Yep. Mr. TPC Summerlin, cruise on a skateboard. Mr.
What is
Harry
his
Higgs.
Scott Piercy's at 81% to make the cut on Data Golf, so he should be near the top of the odds. Jeremy, I think you just stole some money from us.
Hopefully.
I don't see it. I don't see him on here. Harry Higgs is 8,000 to 1.
No, he's not.
I just saw him too. I'm sorry.
Uh,
35-1.
35-1.
Mr. Harry
Okay.
Higgs.
All right.
That's a bet.
So, what's your plan for the one and done?
What do you mean?
For birdies and bourbon, one and done. Who
What do
player?
you mean? What's the plan?
Who are you looking at? You've been talking about who you've been taking the last couple weeks.
Do we have to pick? Do we have to pick both this week?
No, it's just the AP.
Okay. That's for Wednesday to decide.
Oh, okay. Jeremy,
Yeah,
know
as
who
soon as
you're
Matt
taking?
texts me.
Yeah,
Hey, make sure you get your pick. Oh yeah. Let me pretend I was actually doing it.
Too
I
fast.
have a weekly
I don't know
reminder.
who I'm going to pick yet.
I have a weekly reminder where I was like, it's
Yeah.
Wednesdays at 3 p.m. It's like, make your pick.
I think half the time I've picked the same, and then the other ones are just random. It's roulette. I just scroll until my finger just stops on one.
I feel like
this one's got to be more calculated.
I never pick the same.
So, Jeremy, the mirrors that you saw at the Superstore, those are the ones that you got?
Yeah, but I order them directly through Mira.
Yeah, but I mean, can you go buy those, play them Thursday at Paiute, and then return them so you know what it's like?
They are so stingy with Miras. Like, they don't even have you can't even hit them. He said Mira hasn't sent us. Mira has not sent us any demos. Wow. So if you want to pay for a fitting, we'll put tape on them, but you're not going to get spin numbers. It's going to be stupid. So it's like, we're not going to put a $3,000, which that's not what I paid, but that's how much they're selling them there. $3,000 for a demo set. So like, well, I already know I want them. So it's like,
everyone would want to hit them. So.
Oh yeah, they'd be destroyed. But they have every set. So if you're curious about them, they are absolutely beautiful. And they have the black finished ones there. Those are crazy, but they're like a third more of the price.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited.
So I want to give a shout out to a couple people. The Vegas Bag Room is another local podcast, and they had me on today to talk about the Vegas Golf Network. So I'm going to put a link to their Facebook page and their Instagram account in the show notes for this. If you want to check it out and hear my little spiel on what the Vegas Golf Network's all about. If you make it through they have it up on Facebook for the video. And if you make it all the way through it, there's a really awkward handshake at the end that is pretty funny. So tune in for that. But great guys over there.
I'm guaranteed I'm going to listen to any awkward moments that you have. So I'll listen.
I'm definitely down for that.
I said watch.
I'm going to watch. I'm going to fast forward it just for that.
Just to that. Yeah. I took screenshots to send to you guys because it was pretty funny.
Did it turn into like a hug? Like you're both shaking?
No. It was one of those. I am totally ignoring you while you try to shake my hand. So
through video? Was it through video?
Through video? What do
you did not record live, right? Like in person?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I was gonna say if it was in video.
Yes, I was trying to shake someone's hand. Oh God.
Well, that would be even worse.
Dude,
that's what I was.
Come on.
I'm just trying to get context here.
Oh man. Anyways,
that would be a meme.
When we got done recording, we went downstairs and Joe had one of the well putt, that towel, Joe. He had the actual putting mat.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a putting green out back, and I am seriously considering getting one of their putting mats because it is really good.
Yeah,
it's very unique.
Putt makes good shit.
They have a really a neat zone after the cup to where you can pretend it's like a uphill putt, and so you want to land it in this zone past the cup. You can say it's downhill. You want to land it in this zone after. I mean, it's really innovative, and you could seriously work on some amazing, time spent with your putter with that.
Any tinkerers out there?
It's not about tinkering. That's about trying to hone your craft.
Well, if you have 36 putters,
we all
and
can't be
you're trying to find
soul golfers, Joe.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Hey, shut up.
My
I highly
soul
recommend
fits. My soul fits into 1 foot past this hole. So, or 1 foot before this hole.
Jesus. Good heavens. Hey, so we're gonna have to the next couple of weeks. We're gonna have to mix some things up. I'm going to New York for a week, so we'll record something special for that week that I'm gone. And I know, Joe, you're getting ready to head up to Bandon next week, right?
Yeah, I'll be in St. George this weekend, but I'm back. I'm back by Monday, and then me and Mr. Hodges are heading to Bandon to brave the elements, but we'll be back by Monday. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be gone though.
Okay. So, what Monday are you gone?
After
13th.
Yeah, the spring break.
13th through. Are you gone the whole week?
Spring break. I mean,
Yep.
The Big Apple.
The Big Apple coming to NYC.
You taking your club so you can go to the Chelsea Pier and smack some balls out to the
No, but I
Hudson?
may just go to the Chelsea Pier anyways, just to. I was inspired by the what's that Instagram account, Jeremy? Golf
Sticks.
Golf Sticks. Yes. If you're not following Golf Sticks on Instagram,
can you not open up the Riverside for me and Dan to just talk Bandon or something? Maybe.
Yeah, I can, but
are you
gonna edit it? Are you gonna? No, you're not gonna do any of that.
It's gonna be raw and uncut.
I'll edit it. Yeah.
Yeah, raw and uncut.
MTV Unplugged, bro. MTV Unplugged. Hey, I mute that.
This episode brought to you by Joe's Vape, because that's all you're gonna hear.
I mute.
He thinks he mutes.
I do. But we can go unplugged, MTV Unplugged style.
Yeah, we can figure something out. I would be totally down with that. That's fine by me.
We'll have to figure this out.
Yeah. I mean, you got GarageBand on your iPad, so you can
okay.
iMovie.
Yeah, you can put something together and upload it to the Sprout.
Totally. 100%.
Yeah.
If you want to hear the unplugged version, let us know.
Yeah. They're all chiming in right now. Everybody's just going nuts. Yes, we want to hear it.
Or Matt's pizza adventures. Which
Hey,
do we do? Do we
listen.
do Matt's pizza adventures or we do Bandon adventures? Let us know.
Maybe some people want to hear about my pizza adventures.
Where are you staying in New York?
No, I'm totally down for pizza adventures.
We're staying on Broadway.
Wow.
Fancy. Well, my daughter's in theater.
Yeah,
and she's
it's a natural choice.
She's in her 3rd year in theater. She just got the lead in Mary Poppins, so we're very proud of her, and we all have picked the trips we're going to, and she wanted to go to New York and she wanted to go to Broadway, so we're going there. We're going to watch a couple shows and then just do a whole bunch of sightseeing. I haven't been to Ground Zero, to see all the new stuff there.
Have you been to New York?
Yeah, I've been there.
Okay.
But it was...
You got to go to Joe's. You got to go Joe's Pizza. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not saying because my name, Joe's Pizza, Greenwich Village.
You got to go to Peter Luger's.
Ooh.
I think it's in Brooklyn.
Isn't that Chicago? I thought that was Chicago.
I think I heard they were opening one here.
They are opening one here.
But Peter Luger's in Brooklyn for their...
You want to come, Jeremy?
Make sure you wear your coats, because I've been there in March, and when you walk in between the buildings, the wind blows. Insane.
I love Chicago.
It's funny, the first time we were there, because Erica, she lived there for
Chicago, New York.
She lived there for a while after she got out of college, and she was telling me, she goes, "Okay, north and south are this way, and then these are avenues, and these are parks, and the different streets." And I'm like, "What the hell does that matter?" And she goes, "Oh wait, once you come out of a building, if you don't know where you are not going to know where you are." And I'm like, "Shut up! I'm used to Stratosphere, Mount
Sunrise
Charleston."
Mountain.
Yeah. So we go to the Empire State Building and we come out a different exit than when we went in. And she's like, "All right, where are we going?" I went, "I have no idea." I have no idea. She goes, "Yeah, exactly."
Crazy.
That's what I really liked about New York, though, is like trying to figure out your way around. It's like a puzzle.
Dude, it's so. I mean, I've said this before, but if we didn't have kids, that's a total place that I could live.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to do that with a family, but man, hats off to the people that do that every day, because wow, it is crazy.
Make sure you have your phone out when you ride the subway, because you never know what you're gonna see.
Yeah, true. And I can't wait to hear about your Bethpage Black round either. It's gonna be awesome.
It's not always
and
about
Sleepy
golf,
Hollow
Joe.
and
Not always about Joe.
National Links of
I mean,
America.
I may have a Wingfoot story, but
well, bring him back.
Yeah, Wingfoot.
No, that's he told me, he's like, dude, you don't want to come out here and play in March. And I said, it can't be any worse than Desert Pines. And I paid to play that piece of shit.
Shout out Redan, man.
Yeah. So a lot of good people out there. So hopefully we can meet up. A couple people, maybe have a chilled water.
You better be telling everybody on the streets about Chasing Daylight podcast, slapping stickers, because there's
sticker slaps everywhere there.
Yeah, exactly. Bring a lot of stickers.
Should probably order those.
Mm-hmm.
Need to get some new CDP stickers. It's been a while.
Yeah.
All right, Joe, bring us home, buddy.
Yo, thanks for tuning in once again to the Honda Classic special of the Arnold Palmer Invitational transition. This is the Chasing Daylight podcast. We thank you for tuning in. Everybody that joined in live, so much love to all y'all people. This is the Chasing Daylight podcast. We appreciate you listening. I'm on. Welcome to the smorgasbord. This is the Chasing Daylight podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Jeremy,
Later.
Matt, love y'all, people. Later.